What's going on, YouTube? My name is Matt. I wanted to do a brief overview here of why, if you're getting a med sales job for the first time, it might be beneficial to you to seek out a coach, someone like myself, or at least someone that you can ask questions of, or someone that's been in the game for a little bit, and that might have some industry experience that may benefit you along your journey. So this is going to be a short video today, but I did want to preface something to you. It's just to tell a little story of how I like to think about things. Because when people go to college, they would spend 4 years on a degree, right? That can rack up into hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. And they would do this to get something that potentially might make them way less than they went into debt for a year. So people typically go out and get jobs making about $40,000 a year. That might be a little bit low now, but let's just say, I know plenty of buddies that went to college and got a job making $40,000. They were over $100,000 in debt. People will willingly do this for 4 years because it's societally acceptable. Something I did want to talk about is that when you're getting into a medical sales job for the first time, you're not going to know who to reach out to. You're not going to know how to reach out to. You're not going to have any kind of interview experience. You're not going to know anybody in the field. So it might be beneficial to seek out a coach. Similar to, let's say, going to college. Like, you are paying something to gain skills that's going to hopefully help you in the real world or get you some kind of certification to do your job. Now, medical sales, a lot of the time, like coaching, mentorship programs, any of that, are a lot cheaper than college is. So people will not spend a very short amount of money to make a job that you can make six figures right off the bat, but will spend huge amounts of money to go into massive debt to get a job that does not pay them nearly as much. So that's number one. And I wanted to say number two, a good reason for a lot of people is that, let's say you pay someone $500, for example, as a med sales coach to help you get your first job. Let's say they get you a job in 3 or 4 months, and that job you would have gotten by yourself after a year or two. You just lost all that time of making a really, really great salary over the $500 that you would have spent. Now, that return on the investment of that $500 to get you that job much quicker is, in my opinion, invaluable. But sometimes people just don't want to pay that completely up front, which I get, if everyone, has different situations and different backgrounds. So, I don't want to say anything, too brash. But to me, if you're in a position where you think you could get a med sales job, you think you could get it faster, but there's some skills that you might not know, it might be in your best interest to try and seek out a coach. That doesn't have to be myself. That can be anybody else. But I did want to, say that, because I've seen people that have done mentorship programs, whether it's not mine, or somebody else's, and that have had great success with it, and now they're in med sales jobs, where other people who don't want to commit to something are still trying to find their first med sales job. So that's all I wanted to say. That was a story that I just wanted to tell very, very quickly. So if you did want to schedule anything with me, I'm definitely free to do some, 30-minute one-on-ones with you if that's what you want to do. I'd be more than willing to chat and answer any questions that you might have. So just let me know, hit me up, and be more than willing to chat.